I do a lot of content on this channel about self-beard trims because I trim my own beard. However, I do a lot of work with barbers specifically on beard care and beard trims, and I know that there's a lot of you watching right now that also go to the barber for your beard trims, or you're thinking about it for the first time. So I want to make sure we cover that kind of content as well. And I really want to go over how big of a variable it is to have your communication with your barber in determining the outcome of your beard trim at the barber shop. There's a lot of guys that will go to the barber and they will leave disappointed, and I have to wonder, was the communication from the beardsman, from the customer to the barber part of the issue? Because that will greatly decide how it comes out in your mind. And I'll explain what I mean by that. As always, guys, quick introduction. My name is Dancy Bearded. I have some amazing subscribers. Shout out to you guys that have called me the trusted teacher for all things beard related for years now, and I really appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button to support what we do here. Costs you nothing, and then you'll get to check out all the new videos, and you can go back and look at all the old videos absolutely for free. And no matter who you are, if you could, take a second to hit that thumbs up on the video to show YouTube that you value this content. And an ultimate thing to keep an eye out for is if you ever see one of those surveys pop up on your home screen and it's about this video or any of my videos, please consider giving some honest feedback. That does really help out, especially if it's positive feedback. Okay, your communication on your beard trim. Oftentimes, guys don't know how to talk to their barber, or they don't know what to say or when to say it, and sometimes the worst case scenario, they know something is going wrong, and they don't want to, or they don't know how to stand up or stick up for themselves. Not physically, you don't have to stand up and get out of it right then, but I'll have guys that'll say, oh, I knew he was doing this wrong, and I just didn't say anything, and it's like, hey, this beard is valuable to you. This means a lot to you. You are paying for their services to your beard. You need to speak up. But better than that, let's start off by establishing how you communicate so there's no gray zone. There's no mess up. There's no mix up, so you don't have to stand up and stick up for yourself. First off, come with a picture. Be very clear about your goals. Whether that's a picture of your own beard and you're gonna draw a line and show exactly what you want done, that's great. Or maybe there's a goal picture of a beard that you're trying to get to look like out of this trim. That can be very helpful. Or maybe there's a video. Showing them something physically is extremely powerful. That's step number one. Please try to do that. Reach out to me anytime if you need help. I'd be happy to draw some lines on there where I think you should get it trimmed, or kind of use the information you give me and put it onto that picture. I'm glad to do that for free. Outside of that, be clear on what you want to say. You do not want to go in and say things like, hey, I want to clean up. The barber's cleanup may be vastly different than yours. Your cleanup may be just a little ½ inch off the bottom. Theirs is, ooh, I see some transparency. I don't know that you're growing it out. I don't know any of your process. So I'm going to clean it up way up here. I'm going to take the cheek line down. I'm going to do whatever I want. In their mind, they think it's best. That doesn't mean it's what's best in your mind. So be very clear. Say things like, please leave my mustache alone. Do not touch the front of my beard. Just attack the bottoms. Just get the transparency. If you would like, please clean up behind the ear and then fade it into the head hair. Whatever it may be, it doesn't quite matter what it is. It's all about your goals and your wants, and you need to explain it to them very clearly. Oftentimes, barbers go through barber school and they don't have any education on beards. So you may need to be very specific in how they should trim it and why you want that done. There is never a time when you can over-communicate with your barber. At the end, if you clearly articulated everything, if you showed them, I have a really good feeling that most of the time, it's gonna turn out pretty good. I do know that if you don't communicate, you're leaving it up to a lot of risk, and you're leaving it up to a lot of personal preference. And that personal preference doesn't mean that the barber did a bad job. It just means that what they were thinking and what they preferred did not line up with your preferences. You're the customer. You are the beard. You need to lay out your preferences very clearly for them. I cannot stress that enough. It is okay to speak up. It is okay to be very clear about what you want with your beard. because otherwise you come to me and you're like, oh man, he butchered my beard, I don't know what to do. Let's try to avoid that so we don't have to go down that route. Pictures, videos, and then you cannot be clear enough. Talk about every aspect that you want and probably even more important, what you don't want. So those of you that go to the barber for your beard trims, what advice do you have for those watching right now? Because I guarantee there's somebody that's like, I'm ready for a trim, but I'm nervous. I don't want to go to the barber. Your comment could calm them down, could help their beard journey in their beard trim experience. Give your advice, please. On the other side of things, do you have questions? Have you gone and it didn't go well and you want some advice on a specific situation? Or you haven't gone yet and you're like, I don't know who to ask these questions to. I don't want to feel stupid. I don't want to feel dumb. I hate those terms, but people say them. Hey, we're here. This is our world. This is what we love. You are with people that can understand what you're wondering and what you want to ask. Please help yourself, help others. If you're wondering it, there's other people that wonder it. Put your question in the comments down below. I will get back to you personally, and I know that there's hundreds of other guys out there watching right now that would be happy to give advice if they feel like they have something to add to your question or to your comment. So thank you guys for watching out there. Let's keep those beards looking great. Let's keep it in your own personal preference. And of course, above all, stay bearded and stay positive.